Hello there. I think, you know what? How much longer is it? Okay, it's still another minute. I'll blast your ears with this for another minute, while I set up the chat. I still need to... As you may know, for this game, I have it in full screen, so I can't have chat showing at the same time, because I don't have two monitors. Oh, Jake's live. Cool. Anyway, so... Almost. Come on. Chat. There we go. Just gonna check that it's working. Yep, my internet seems to be fine. I'm gonna make a scuffed setup again where I can make sure my phone is standing upright. Okay, somehow that's standing upright. That's never gonna stay like that, but oh well. Yeah, no. It's already falling down. And I'm also getting notifications. Sorry. Feels like a bad idea if it's standing diagonally. Yeah. Okay, fair. I need... You know what, I'll use my textbook. By the way, if you're wondering what I've been studying today... God damn it. This... Go to textbook, by the way, go to textbook. Absolutely. But I'm gonna use this to balance my phone. There we go. Should be good now. Actually, I think... Hold up. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Hold up. Anyway, hi Enkify. I hope you're doing alright. I honestly... Just before I started stream, I was like, oh yeah, what were we doing last time? I kind of forgot. Because it's been a bit... I know I keep saying that, but it's just true. I do too much in between streams to remember what I was doing last time. But I at least remembered that we finished up like the main levels in World 12, and that we're now going back to some of the older levels. Or that's what I said I was gonna do. MuseScore is also updating for some reason. I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna do this update, otherwise it's gonna just take up space on my screen. There we go. Anyway. God damn. Oh, there's no music. Hold up a sec. There we go. So, yeah, you don't have anything to say because there was nothing interesting. Okay, so we have already done all of World 7, 8, and 9. And in World 10, we still had one level left, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. This one. This one is kind of notorious, apparently, and I couldn't figure it out the other time. And I haven't looked at this in between this stream and the last one. So, we're just gonna figure it out together. Okay, so... Yeah. So this is gonna be one where... Yeah, there's a lot of options, so we really need to logic this one out. So, the good thing is, this uses basic mechanics, like mechanics that we're used to at this point. The only mechanic that I'm really still a bit iffy on is the interaction between brown keys and glitch doors. Like, I know how it works, but it's not like it's... I have to think about it each time, like consciously, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so... Yeah. Let's see what we need. So we want to have 0 master keys. This door does not accept tomfoolery because it's pure, so no brown keys. We need to have some positive amount of orange, some positive amount of green, some positive amount of blue, and some positive amount of red. And that's it basically. So we use up our master keys. So we get -1 and 3 here, and we can use these. We use all of them, because otherwise this doesn't work. But I don't think that will be an issue. I think using all of them will be... Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, muse score updated. God damn. So, yeah. This has been eluding me, like why this exists. And I couldn't tell you why. The only possible explanation I could see for this existing is that you can open up any, like that you can basically open up a brown lock if you want. But even then, let me just test this real quick. I don't think it actually counts as a brown lock if you open it. Yeah, no, because opening something with a master key doesn't actually count as like opening it for the glitch lock. So it's still pure right now. Okay. So... yeah, I don't see the point in this existing, honestly. Maybe we'll figure it out later. Then there's also this, of course. Here we can get lockless locks, which, if you recall, these basically just don't require any keys to open. You can also have, you know, it's not like a blank lock. With the blank lock, you need 0 keys. Here it's just, it opens no matter what you do. But it's just useful to have the glitch locks update. And we can do the same here. Now, yeah, we can only open 4 of these 8. Yeah, I can count. 4 of these 8 pure doors. And that's all we'll have. So that's also something. So yeah, there are a lot of options. You know, we have the which ones we open, the order in which we open them. But ultimately, we want to think about how we actually get keys. So I think that's what we need to focus on now, is how do we actually get these? Now, it definitely seems like obligatory that I open this one. Hi, Code. I hope you're doing alright. So it definitely seems obligatory that I get this one, because otherwise there is literally nothing in this stage that has these colors and that will allow me to get these colors. So that feels like I need to do that. I mean, no. It doesn't feel like it, I just have to do that. Like, that's just logically true. So we can definitely say this one, absolutely. Then everything else could be optional. So we just have to go over these one by one. So we still have 3 options left. I don't know, I have a calculator here. I can check what 7 choose 3 is. Hold up, wait. Is there not an easy way to, okay, I'll just do it manually. 7 factorial, and then divided by 3 factorial, and then divided by 4 factorial. Yep. If we just went over all of the options now, we would have 35 options. So that would not be fun. Yeah, so let's actually just think about it and reduce our options. Because that's what we do here. I don't know why I'm explaining this. You guys know this. Okay, so also interesting is that we start with -1 master key. So the -1 master key is going to allow us to double up one of these locks. Which seems really useful, yeah. And then we still get 3 more master keys, which we can use for... I don't know. Yeah. But let's see. So let's say we have this. Hi, Real Cubic Gamer. I hope your exams have been going well. I haven't really been keeping in touch with what the first year students have, like, in terms of exams. But I assume you're almost done? Like... I mean, almost. You're probably in, like, less than 2 weeks you're done? I'm not sure. For us, it's in a week and 1 day. In fact, tomorrow will be 1 week. The exam tomorrow is going to be horrible, and next week is the last one. Ah, okay. Wait, which exam would that be? That's... I mean, Waves and Optics? That's not the exam... That's not a horrible exam, right? So I don't think it's going to be that. And for us, theoretical mechanics was... Oh yeah, that could be... Yeah, if you didn't study for that, that could be a horrible exam, but... It is Waves and Optics? Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't think that was a horrible subject. I did find the exam horrible, but that's mostly because it was like 30 degrees Celsius. And like, I just couldn't focus at all. But yeah. Your studying didn't go well? Ah, that sucks. Yeah. I will admit, studying like the first 2/3 of that, like the first professor, is absolutely, it's just so much yapping in that syllabus, and then the important parts are just not explained well at all. Like, generally, I mentioned this textbook, Griffith's Introduction to Electrodynamics. There's one chapter in there about waves, which we didn't see in, you know, for the course that I'm studying right now. But because it's basically just the same as that we saw in Waves and Optics. But I read through it, and it's like explained so much better than in Waves and Optics. Yeah, I realized. Okay, yeah, but yeah, just in case like anyone was confused about the fact, like just in case someone's lurking and they're like, bro, what? 30 degrees? That's not hot. That's super cold. I don't know. I think 30 degrees Fahrenheit is like under freezing, something like that. Oh, you already have 4 do-overs? Okay. Yeah. 4 is like, Then you're gonna have to, yeah, do a lot of effort, but yeah. But yeah, I trust that you will get there in the end. And I mean, the part, the last 1/3 of the course of Waves and Optics was like, for me, it was super easy because like I went to the lessons, to the lectures, I just made notes, and like it's explained so well that I basically didn't have to study that part. Yeah, that's good. That's good. If you have the motivation and you have the time, that's for sure. So then it'll definitely happen. The first year is always, you know, I don't know what's the term in English. You have like teething problems of just, you know, the switch from secondary school, and yeah, just there's a lot of people who like need like basically like 2 years to go over their first year, and that's perfectly fine. Procrastination is your biggest problem? Yeah. I guess, yeah. In secondary school, like, I was also in a school where we kind of had a lot of work to do. Like, in comparison to uni, it was nothing, but like, we still got quite a few assignments and stuff like that, and tests pretty regularly, so like, we also, you know, had to actually make sure that we had a good planning and, you know, we're kind of independent like that, so yeah. My exams are going well, yeah. The first two were the most horrible ones. Then we had thermal physics, which is a really fun subject, but it's really difficult. And on the exam, it was decent. It was better than I expected on the written part, and then the oral exam, I felt like it was terrible, but looking back on it, it really wasn't. It was just that I got asked really hard side questions. But like, that probably just indicates that it was actually on the right track. And I was actually doing well. Yeah. Oral exam, oh yeah, you have, it's called it's called by a different name, but in the first semester of next year, you have computational methods for physicists, I think. It used to be called Python for scientists. And half of that is an oral exam, so half of the points. And then for this subject, it was 5 out of the 20 marks, so like not the biggest deal ever, but definitely, yeah, definitely worth. Yeah, I mean, oral is definitely another beast. I don't know, did he have a lot of... computational methods for physicists is in fact not a programming subject. You would think that it would be a programming subject, but the course explicitly says it's not. But it's basically about computational methods for physicists. So like, let's say we want to compute an integral numerically. Like, you can do it analytically, but that's not what we're doing in this course. We want to do it numerically, and we want to find methods to do this, to approximate these integrals. And then you're basically looking at all these methods that you can then program. But the fact that you're actually programming it into a computer is actually the second part. Like, that's secondary, not the second part. That's secondary to the actual methods themselves. You need to be able to explain those for the theory. So yeah. You don't say enough? Yeah. I mean, I also have this with thermal physics. I just... like, she would ask, like, why is this true? And it was just like... I was just thinking, like, I need to give a good answer to this, but really, I just needed to say anything, I felt. And I tried saying some things just to, like, show, like, I'm thinking about this, and, like, here's my reasoning, but, like, it's difficult to just keep saying stuff and to not fall silent. Yeah, I get that. Anyway, I've been here for, not actually been looking at the puzzle, so I'll do that for a sec. So... how could we get these keys? We want to get positives of these keys. That's important, because that means that, like, this is not happening. Because this will give us negative keys. This, also no. This, also no. This, also no. And this, also no. So in fact, the only way we can gain keys is via this. So this is also obliged. So that already reduces our options a bit. Now we're at 6, choose 2. So I'm just gonna go like this and then divide by 4 factorial and... Damn it, I messed up. Wait, 6 factorial. There we go. Oh, it already divided by 24. What? Okay, sure. And then divide by 2. So now we still have 15 options. Hey. Okay. Anyway, oh, no, you don't have to do that at all. I just went in... I literally... This was already, like... Okay. I went to my oral exam for thermal physics with, like, this hair and, like, a pullover on. Like, a very... You know, what's the English word? Like a very scruffy thing, like it wasn't neat at all. And like, no one cares. It's physics. It's not like you're doing a medical thing where like, or like law or philosophy. I think in those cases, there's more of a dress code, but for physics, it's you kind of just, yeah. For physics, it's just, you don't really have that. Okay, so we have this, which we definitely need. Now, these are not the only ones, of course, but we can maybe already open these, because I think... Yeah, I think there's no harm in already opening these, just so we have those out of the way. If we need pure glitch locks at some point, we can still manage that. Actually, no, this is a bit hard to look at, so I will just leave it like this, just so I know that they're glitch doors. Oh yeah, in secondary school I had that too. I just wanted normal clothes and other people didn't, and they really don't care. Okay, so what other options do we have? Because of course, we need to have negative amounts of some keys, but... we cannot just... Yeah, we can also only use this once. That's a problem, isn't it? Because how are we gonna... Hold up. Oh. Yeah. Given the amount of master keys that we have, negative master keys, we can only double this up once, but we absolutely need all 4 of these. So ideally, in the ideal scenario, we'd get 2 of these 4 colors, and that's it. Then we're just screwed. And all the rest, yeah, all of them subtract some key amount, and we can't sign flip. So, yeah. No. So then, we also have to open this one. Because this, I already wrote it down here, this could allow us to get negative master keys, or it could allow us to get, you know, other stuff. But yeah. The way in which we do that, I think, is by... let me think. So... Yeah, so let's say let's just do this for a sec. Okay, and we have this. Now really, ideally, I'd want to have something with masters on the outside, but I don't have that. Hold on. How do I make this happen? You know what I've also been considering? Maybe you can get more pure keys. If you double this up. Wait a sec. Yeah, wait a sec. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Okay, that doesn't work. Hold up, I just wanna have a proof of concept here. So if we do this, and then I open up... I already opened up too many. Hold up. No, wait, I can make it work. So let's say we open up this, and we do this, and we go over here, we double this up. I then do this. -2. Oh yeah, but I can't go back to some positive amount. For that, I would need to have this one open. But then I don't have any pure keys left, so... yeah, that's kind of cooked. mean, I could do this. This feels like a waste. But I do feel like there is some trick to getting more pure keys. Because I feel like with the amount of elements in this stage and the amount of stuff that we need to do, I think 4 pure keys... Like, we already have 3 of these open, and I still have no idea how we're gonna get 4 colors out of this. We just don't have enough resources. So I think what we need to do is capitalize on yeah. Let's say we have this. Okay, now we have 4 again. That's not ideal, but I can make it work, I think. No, wait. I mean, -6, that's a good thing, right? Problem is that I have negative now, and I can't do anything. I'd be interested. The thing is, I don't know how you're hosting it, but like, I have Hollow Knight on Switch, and I have Silksong on PC. So I don't know if you were doing like, if it involves any mods, in which case I wouldn't be able to do that, because I have Hollow Knight on Switch. But if it's just literally speedrunning, then fine, sure. I haven't played the game in 5 years, but who cares? Okay, but I feel like we're getting somewhere with this. I just need to... Okay, -4 and then 4. Like, just the fact that I don't get anything from that and that. Okay, yeah, okay. In that case, yeah, sure. I'm just... What do I do here? I'm just confused. I'm really confused about this. Because yeah, if I do this, then I'm just losing. Like, I do have the immense opportunity to double something up, but I think I need so many pure locks already open that it's actually not worth it. Like, if I do this, I get -6, but then I'm just screwed. If I open one more lock, I get -4, which gives me 4, which gets me nothing compared to... No, wait. No, but it doesn't actually do anything, because now I've gotten rid of what I needed. But I do have 4 more pure... I do have 2 more pure keys than normal. That is true. Maybe... Maybe just 1 more pure key somewhere. If I can make that work, then... Okay, no, I think I got a plan. Hold up. Okay, so we double this up. Okay, we get -6. That's good. Then I'll do this. -2, 2. Now we have more pure keys than before, and we have more master keys. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Problem is we can't open this right now, so... -2. What I could do is I could just do this again, and then double this a couple times. And then switch it to something else. But now I need to sign flip here, which I can't do anymore, so... Hold up. We're getting somewhere with this, but I feel like it's just not quite... Yeah, I would need to double it up in this stage. And also, yeah, no, I can't double this up. No. Damn, this is a tricky one. Okay, let's first take a step back and think, do I even need more than the amount of pure keys that have been given? Maybe I just need 4 pure keys and that's it. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Well, let's say we have this, this, and this open. And then we need one more. So, what options do we have now? What would be a good idea to do? So I want to double this one up so that it's 4 times, right? And then each time I want to have a different color from this so that I gain keys. So this needs to be, I'll just write it at the top, needs to be times 4. So -3 master keys are needed here. So then I need to get to -3 master keys. And the way in which I can do that is with this, potentially. But for that I need master on the outside. So I would need to open this. No, I think I want to double up this one, because this one is more needed right now. Okay, and then we do this, I think. Oh, problem, I can't get any orange keys now. That's an issue. Yep. How do we get brown keys, by the way? I feel like there should be a way to get brown keys. And like... I mean, I can do this, but then I can't actually open this. Yeah, I mean, I need to do this, right? And then I sign flip this, but then this is gone. So that's not an option. Actually. This is potentially an option. Problem is that we need to get one of a certain type of key, and we don't have that right now. Like, there's no way for me to actually get purple or... No, not purple. There's no purple in this stage. There's no way for me to get orange or blue or green or red right now. Yeah. So actually, considering that's the case, I actually need one more lock to open. So I do need more pure keys. Or I've used this one incorrectly. That could also be the case. Okay, let's think about this. Let's see. So this, if I have orange keys already, I can get some negative amount of some other key. But that's not really useful because I don't, if I don't already have orange keys. These two seem more interesting because they convert some key type that I do have into some other key type. So I think one of these two is going to be the other one that I open. Assuming that we're working with 4 pure keys, which I'm still not sure about. But, yeah. Okay, let's think about this one. So, I mean, this is not going to waste anything when we do this. It's going to give us -1 of some type of key. And that's it, basically. So that's cool. And then this is also an option. So I don't know which one of these two I really prefer. I am thinking about the fact that I mean, we'll be able to use on both of these only once anyway, so that doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking about the fact that one of them is a blast door. I don't know if that influences anything. In the end, we only need one of each type of key. That's it. I'm just gonna put question marks on top of both of these. Definitely one of these two, I feel. I think this one, there's too many extra steps involved. I think these ones will be more useful. Let's just try doing this. And opening this and getting our negative orange key from this. Alright. Now we can get positive orange keys here. So that's good. And in fact, I might want to do this. Hold up. Yeah, I think I want to open these two first. No, but I can't because... Right. I want to... Yeah. Do it like that. And then I want to double this one up. And then we have this. Okay. Okay, we can get somewhere with this. Now I have one problem here, which is that this is pure now, and I can't actually do anything. So I can stay at -1 orange key all my life. That's not a problem. But then to actually do something with that is, yeah, no. The thing is though, how am I gonna get to other key types now? Because I don't have anything else to... Right? Because the way this is set up, these are the same as what the outside one is. So I don't think the way I've set this up actually works. Yeah, I don't think this one works. Now this one might work. And if it doesn't, I feel like we're leaning more towards we need more pure keys. That's extra pure keys, but it's not in a way I want. Because now I've destroyed too many things. So... yeah, I think what I want to do is just do this, and then... we'll do this, I guess. Yeah. Now we have our 3 master keys here. The problem is I can't get any negative master keys now. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I definitely feel like I need more pure keys. Problem is I don't know how. Like, I tried just now. And it wasn't working, so... yeah. But this definitely feels like the way to do the level. If I just have one more pure key, then I can access this region, and I think we're fine then. Okay, so now -3... now this doesn't work. I can get 3 from this. But really, I need to be able to do these 2 multiple times. Also, I need to double up this one, and that just doesn't work. Because I don't have that as an option. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I am... there's too many things I'm stuck on right now. I think we absolutely need more pure keys. Okay, so let's... oops, alright. I'll just think about this for like 10 more minutes and how we could get more pure keys in this. But otherwise, I'm just gonna leave this level be. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just wanted it to be like the first part of the stream. And I just look at these levels a bit. And I can tackle these off stream, and then I can show you the solutions once I figured them out. But yeah, pure keys definitely seems to be an issue here. And I think it's that we need to solve now and actually get more of them. Now the good thing is, if we get more pure keys, it doesn't really matter how we get them. As long as we don't just destroy anything that we actually need later on. So we could open this, for example. I haven't mentioned this yet. But like this, if we have one orange key, we could get -4 pure keys from this. And if we sign flip it here, that's a good deal. So let's say we open this, open this, open this, and open this. Now we have no pure keys left, but I'm just gonna create more pure keys, right? Oh, problem is I don't have any orange keys. So I first need orange keys to be able to do this. Okay, but... Whoops. Okay, so I actually need to open... Yeah, no. I need to open this, 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 and this. Yeah. And I think I need to do it in a different order. Yeah. Why do I keep... Bro, just press R. Yeah, I don't know why I keep leaving the level. Yeah, I might first do this, actually. This is for 2 reasons. So that we, you know, have our orange... Yeah, actually for 3 reasons. We want to get our orange keys. We want to make sure that we do this first because we still have pure keys right now. And also we need to make sure that the outside color of this is pure, so we can't do that last. So okay, now we can do these 2. Now the problem is I have this, but it's -1, and I need +1. Okay, that's an issue. Oops. I mean, it's not the biggest issue ever. You kind of just go here and fix that. Okay, then you get your then you get your whatever. You get your +1. Then you go here, -4 pure keys, A, and then you sign flip again, and now we can open all of these. A, that is a good deal. I think that's a good deal. There's only one problem, and that we've removed this. We do have 1 orange key though, but we can't actually make anything else now. But this is definitely close. I feel like we're getting closer, because now the level's really open. And like, at this point it's just a matter of getting this color, making sure that we, you know, obtain some negative amount of it, and then sign flipping it. And then, in order for us to get master keys, we want to, of course, go here, and then get negative master keys. But really, we also need to have a brand first, so that we can use a negative master key on that. Right. In fact, I don't even think we need, hold up. I don't even think you need... let me think. Yeah, if you do this, and then do this... No, but this needs to be actually brown. So we need to get brown keys somehow. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Okay. I feel like we're going in the right direction though. I feel like we're definitely going in the right direction. top left. I have no idea how to even open this lock. I mean, do you? Do you know how to have positive brown and negative brown at the same time and not have 0? It seems a bit difficult. I mean, I can waste my master keys on this. Maybe that's useful in the end. Maybe, yeah, maybe, actually, maybe this one is just there so that I can open this at the end. Because I need 0 master keys. Okay, so I need to be very aware of what I just did, because I think it's a good strat. Okay, I keep freaking exiting out of the level. I just don't want to be here anymore, subconsciously. That's why I'm exiting. What about the block bottom left? Well, this will convert this to brown. This could definitely be useful, but I just need to find a way to actually incorporate it into what I have currently. I mean, this is like the only way to get brown keys, I feel. You could get negative brown keys in a couple of ways. With this, with this, with this. And then you can side flip them to get positive brown. And then you could make this brown. But the problem is I don't have enough resources with the way I'm doing things at the moment to do that. So, can I please stop exiting out of the level each time? Okay. What I'll do, I'll just write down what I was doing before so that I could get more pure keys. Because I think that's going to be the strat in the end. Or it's going to be something similar. And not just from a level design standpoint of, oh, it's cool because you can basically bypass the restriction that the pure keys are putting on you. But also just because I think that that's what you have to do. Otherwise, you stand no chance in this level. Okay, so which ones did I open again? So I opened this one. And this one. Then I also opened this one. I made this one orange. I got this, which I could double, but actually no, I can't. Never mind. I then used my -1 master key to double this, to then get 1. And I can go over here and get pure. And then I can sign flip it. Didn't you need just a brown key? Yeah, but I'm just thinking about... I just wanna, because I'm gonna move on to a different level now, I think. I just want to make sure that for next time I actually remember what I've done up until now. So I'll just write it down. So, get more pure keys. So, step 1, open... we'll call this left middle. Left middle? Or, actually no, that's middle. Because this is left. Oh, you can't see my cursor probably, but like... Whatever. Open middle, right bottom. Left top. Then activate middle. And then activate Okay, this doesn't fit on my screen, but I can just do this, so... There we go. We'll leave this be for now. We can see your cursor? Okay, yeah, so this is what I meant by left. But you can see it, so yeah, it's fine. And then this is what I mean by middle, and this is what I mean by right. But I've basically just written down what I just did, just so you remember. Now I'm actually gonna exit the level, and we're gonna go somewhere else. So there was also this level in World 11, which was the last level here. The second bonus stage. For this one, I remember doing this whole working out and then not actually getting the right solution. So I probably made a mistake somewhere. So we're just gonna try and see what that was. Okay. Okay, this one had complex numbers, right? Bacala. Honestly, the levels in World 11 weren't that hard, but it just, you need to get used to the mechanics again. Because it's been a while since we've had complex numbers in here. Yeah, the horrible joke, we'll put that off screen for now. And actually forever, because I don't want to see it. It was just horrible. It's not funny. Didn't laugh. Okay. So we need to get to 0. So that's what this indicates. So we want to get 99 to 0, and we need to basically just double up this lock in weird ways. Okay, the fact that we have 99 is interesting. Okay, and we also have -5 plus 6, or -5 minus 6i, and 58 minus 33i. Those are very specific numbers, I must say. So we can change this. And this will change the number of these that we have. And then in the end, we need to have 0 of... We need to have 0 of cyan. So, I mean, master keys is not going to be a problem, right? Because what I can just do is I can just keep doing this. No, actually, this will be a problem because I do need to open it that many times. Yeah. So actually, in 99 steps, or 100 steps, I actually need to be able to open this and have 0 master keys. So yeah, I actually have 2 problems that I need to solve. So I need to get this to 0, and I need to get this to 0. Okay, so then the stuff I wrote down here, let's go over that and try and make sense of it. So yeah, we have different options here. If we multiply this by I, we have 6 plus 5i, we have -5 plus 6i. We can basically permute these numbers in 4 different ways. And if we do it 4 times, we get to the start, of course. Now, the question is going to be, how do we set this up? I assume it's going to be, the question is going to be, how many times do we do it in this configuration? How many times do we do it in this configuration? And so on. And then we just keep doing that to here. Wait, I'm just thinking. The fact that this is a blank master door. Wait. Yeah, so we need to have 0 cyan. Do we also need to have 0 master? Right, yes, right? Or no? I mean, it definitely means we can't cheese it. But do we actually need to have 0 master keys? I can't remember. You can tell me. Also, welcome back, Code. That is gonna influence, like, that is gonna influence how many unknowns we have in this. Because if you don't need Zero Master, okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so we only need to solve for, or we only need to find a way to get this to 0. Oh, true. Oh yeah, it just means that you don't need to, oh, that you can't cheese it, yeah. I'll write this down, this is important stuff. I'll write this down in the other level too. Just for future me. Because I will forget. Okay. So now that we know that, we just know that this is just some number, some large number that we're given. So we can open this door 100 times and really it doesn't matter. Okay, so really what we want to know is how do we get from 58 minus 33i to 0? And then it's interesting to look at the different operations that we can do with this door. So we can either take off how many purple we have and how many, wait, but yeah, I'm just, hold up a second, let me test something. That subtracts from both components, right? Yeah. Okay, so so yeah, it gives 52 and it gives, because it's negative, it gives negative 38. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Now we have some other options, which is if we double this, we have the option of having a negative amount of this and a positive amount of real part, and then it's gonna add 6 to the imaginary part, and it's gonna subtract 5 from the real part. Okay. Oh yeah, these are probably the options that I wrote down here. No, actually... Yeah, wait. So it's 5 and then minus 6. So yeah, it takes away 5, adds negative 6. Here, takes away 5, takes away 6. So it takes away 5 real. Takes away... Oh, here I made a mistake, I think. Right? Oh, no, I didn't. Because I need to go to here, and then yeah, it's negative 6 real, negative 5 imaginary, so this is correct. Okay, and then let's say we go to this type of key. Can't really explain what I'm doing, it's weird. Okay, this takes away this, but okay, first I need to get this be positive and this being negative. Yeah, that's good. So this takes away 6 real. No, wait, oh, God, I'm messing things up. This takes away 6 imaginary, yeah. And this adds 5 real. So yeah, this was correct. And then the last option is negative 6, negative 5i. So that's if I That's if I make it -1 like this. And then I can get... -1 plus 2i, yeah, this is not... Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, this adds 6 to your real part and 5 to your imaginary part. So yeah, this is correct. What I wrote down here is also correct. I did write it down in a weird way, but yeah, this is the most important part. These are the only ways we can influence this number. So we can either subtract 5 from the real part and at the same time add 6 to the imaginary part. We can either do this, this, or this. It's not possible for us to do this and this, for example. We have to do one of these 4 options on its own. But, you know, we can't combine them in the sense that, you know, we can do this 3 times and we can do this 4 times and so on. But if we do one of these options, we also have to take the imaginary and the real part together. Okay. Good. And then here I wrote down some stuff. Let's check these modulos, because I don't trust myself. 58 mod 5, yeah, that's 3. 33 mod 6. That's also 3, yeah. 33 mod 5 is 3. Okay. That's interesting. So now it's good to look at what these operations do to this, because we know that in the end, no matter how many times we do these operations, we need to get to modulo 0 anyway, because it needs to be 0, so it definitely needs to be modulo 0. So that's like a hint that basically tells us how we're gonna go over this. So if we yeah, so if we subtract 5 from... Okay, and here is where I have no idea what this notation means. Okay, so we subtract 5 from the real in the first option. So, okay, yeah, that adds 1 mod 6. Yeah. To the real part. And then here we add 6 to the imaginary part, which will increase it by 1 mod 5. Yeah. Now, I am wondering about the fact that this is negative. Maybe that influences things, actually, because... Yeah. It's negative 33. Oops. Negative 33. Bro, shut up. Negative 33 mod 5 is 2. Because, yeah, if I do 33 and I add 35... Bro, okay. If I have negative 33 and I add 35, that's 2. So, in that case, this is actually wrong. Okay. So 33 mod 6 we had. Oops. So negative 33 mod 6 is just... Yeah, it's negative 3, but that basically amounts to 3 anyway. And then negative 33 mod... what was it again? 5? Is negative 3, which basically amounts to 2. Okay. But this still works, I think, for negative numbers, so that's fine. Then here, if we do -6 from the real part... well, this is not going to influence what it is mod 6. Oh yeah, damn it, you're right. I'm not paying attention. At least one of you, at least one of us is paying attention. Yeah. Anyway, so... yeah, the good thing about this is, because we're working with 5s and 6s, if we subtract 5 from the real part here, we know that mod 5, it's not going to be changed. And if we add 6 to the imaginary part, then mod 6, it's not going to be changed. So really, we're making one change at a time to one of these modulos. So that's why it's nice to work with. Bro, how did I figure all of this out last time and not actually figure out the puzzle? Like, come on. So, -1 mod 5. Yeah, if you do -6 real, you do -1 mod 5. If you do -5 imaginary, you do +1 mod 6. Yes. If you do -5 real, you do... If you do +5 real, you do -1 mod 6, yeah, because you're basically... yeah. If you do -6 imaginary, you're doing -1 mod 5, yeah. It's correct, this is correct, and this is... also correct, yeah. Okay. So now the question is, what do we do with this? So I'm pretty sure there's no calculation mistakes in this now. So I accounted for the negative signs, and Inkify corrected me on something stupid that I should have... that I literally calculated but then wrote down wrong. Okay, so now the question is, how do we get these to 0? And then I hope that if it's mod 5 and mod 6 0, that it's not going to be like 30. Because that would also be annoying. But I think, no, I think it should be fine. So yeah, these options, I think I'm gonna put them in a different color because I really don't like this color. Let's put it in yellow just because I can see it a little better than blue. Okay, so... So 58 mod 5 is 3. That's the real part. So we want to get that to either go up by 2 or go down by 3 in total. And what options do we have to make the real part go up mod 5? We can either make it go up by 1 or go down by 1. Okay. Then here, this... yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna need to write down a system of equations. Yeah, and then hope that it works out, because I actually don't know if this will. But trust the process, I guess. You know, this is probably the least complicated thing I've had to work out today, so should be fine. Yeah. So, as I said, so this is the number that we have here, and so let's just say, yeah, how do you make a system out of this? That's the problem. There's too many options, actually. Because, yeah, you can either make this go up by 2 or go down by 3. And like, how do I count for both of those? Yeah, no, you can't really make a system out of this. I just don't see how. Or you would have to put modulos in the thing, which is just not gonna happen. So I think we're just gonna have to look at it and eyeball it and try to find some interesting things here. If we have 58 mod 5, yeah, so okay. Yeah. I do think it has some use. I think there is some merit to this, but I just need to figure out what. But maybe it isn't useful, I don't know. God, I'm not sure anymore. Okay, what I can definitely say is that the number of times I do this and this are gonna be related. Okay, so I'll just define some variables, and again, if I'll put this in the VOD, I'll put like a document in the description where you can follow along. Not that anyone's gonna follow along, but okay. So A is the number of times that I do option 1. B is option 2. C is going to be for 3. And D is going to be for 4. Okay. So what is interesting to note here is that considering the real part mod 6 is 4, then I know that... Okay, either add 2 or subtract 4. So like if I count up the number of times that I do 1 and I do 3, then I know I need to get to a certain thing, I think. Yeah, so if I count up the number of times I do A and C, no, it's A minus C, because this one subtracts this. And this needs to give -4, but it could also just be some other thing. That's the hard part. Could also just be 2. So it's actually -4 plus 6k, where k is just some integer. Okay, this is too many variables. Anyway. we'll just continue like this and maybe I find something useful. If we look at... Well, if we look at these two again, this also has to make sure that the mod 5 is correct. So actually it's A and C that have two equations for them. So maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Because actually, yeah, these two are related and these two are related. So yeah, if I add... So if I add 1 mod 5 or subtract 1 mod 5, then really that amounts to... Yeah. And how much do I need to have? This is the imaginary part. Mod 5 needs to be... Or it needs to be subtracted by 2. So it needs to be -2 plus... Again, 5 times some integer k2. I'll call the first one k1. So all of these ki's are going to be integers, not natural numbers, integers. Although actually, can they be? They cannot be. Wait, no, they can be. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. So yeah, we have 2 of these equations here. And actually... A minus C is in both of these. And I can just... Okay, let's just set these equal and see what happens. This is the part where it would be useful to actually show... Like, actually have a camera on this. Am I working out? But I can't really do that. So we're just gonna do it like this. This you put to the other side, you get 2 plus 5k2, so you get 1/3 plus 5/6 of k2. That's odd. Because this needs to be an integer. Right. How do I make this an integer? I guess a different way to write this would be to say 2 plus 5k2 over 6. And then I need to, and then I know that the top part of this is divisible by 6 because it needs to be an integer. So then I know that 5k2 is... This is 2, and then this is 4 mod 6, right? Okay. Is that useful in any way whatsoever? Don't think so. I think we're just going too deep into the rabbit hole with this one. Because, like, I don't even have a value for K1 and K2 now. I just have stuff that's maybe possible. Okay, but let's say I want some number times 5 that's 4 mod 6. Well, I can just try some numbers. I think if I do 2 times 5, I get 10. Okay, that's... If I do that mod 6, that's 4. Yay. Okay. Let's say I do k2 equals 2. Yeah, how much have I fricked around and found that? Could always do that, yeah. Okay, but in the case that I do k2 equals 2. Let's just set k2 equal to 2. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. We're all on the same page. Okay, in that case, this is 10, this is 8, so the number of times that I do A is going to be C plus 8. Is that useful in any way? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's just try doing... let's just try making something of that. So, if I do C, so C was option 3, so this one. If I do that, let's just say I do it 9 times, and I do that I do A 1 time. I know I can also like do 0 and 8, but just want to test out the limits here, I guess. Like if this doesn't work, then I've messed something up in my calculations, and we just need to start over. But if this does work, this could be promising. So yeah. First option was this, but for that I need to do this. Bro, I'm... Okay, Nightbot just banned 2 bots in like 5 seconds. Damn. I didn't even see the messages. Must have been real bad. So yeah, this is option 1, right? -5 real, +6 imaginary. So we'll do this once. Okay. Did that actually do what I said it was going to do, by the way? So it went from 58 to 53. So if I look at 53 mod 6, it's 5, which is 1 more, so yeah, that checks out. And then the other one was 33, for -33, which went to -27. So let's look at what -27 is. Oops. -27 mod... mod 5. This is -2. If I make that there, we have 3. So that's 1 more. So yeah, this does add up. I did actually do this part correctly, at least. And then what I can try to do is... So I'll switch this around. We're now in this option. So now I need to... Actually, I just need to do this, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll do this a couple times. Okay, like that. And then... Oh, this is the same as before. Hold on. Oh yeah, I didn't do anything now. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. So yeah, I can actually cancel out operations like that. Okay, that's why I have so many degrees of freedom. Got it. Okay. And now let's do this 8 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, That is a big number. I don't want to get a big number. I want to get a small number. Yeah, C is literally doing a negative ones. You know, I realized. Yeah. So actually, yeah. That does give something interesting. So what is going on? Okay, you're jittering, but whatever. Okay, let's see that I actually do get, like, what I thought I would get. I don't think so. I don't think my math it correctly. Because this is not in fact that. No. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of a different way of thinking about this. Okay, that's a weird sentence, but okay. What if I do this a lot? Let's just, you know what? Let's do the frick around and find out strategy. I'm just gonna do this a lot until we get to 2 numbers that hopefully will be... The first one should be... Oh wait, is this already? Maybe this is already correct. I don't think so, but... No, it can't be. Because yeah, I was looking for a number that's 0 mod 6, and here I was looking for a number that's 0 mod 5. So I can just try. I can just try a lot and see. First I want to see if there's actually a case that I had before where this already happened. So the first one needs to be divisible by 2 first of all. 68 is not divisible by 6, right? No, no way. No, it isn't. Nope. That is 0, but then the second one isn't correct, so... Yeah. I don't know if you're happy, Real Cubic Gamer, but I'm applying your strategy, alright? I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Is 168 divisible by 6? Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. Amazing. So yeah, we've got one part which is divisible by 6, and the other part is divisible by 5. So that's good. That's amazing. And then we just need to do the other parts now. So normally these shouldn't be changed if we do the mod 6, right? Because if I do... Wait, so... Yeah, this mod 5 is still 3. That's good. And this mod 6, I need to do the negative. Mod 6 is still negative 3, which, yeah, we do get, oh, oops. Yeah, we do get 3 from that. So yeah, we've gotten these ones down now. So, you know what? Just put these at the top. These are the ones we've done now. These are the ones we need to do now. And now I propose that we just go down and we just go until we hopefully hit 0. There's no way this is gonna work, but oh well. Especially not like that. Oh, this is gonna add. Also, I'm gonna spend one more just so I don't see that number. Yeah, no. We need... Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, does it? I can check how many times I did it, and then just repeat that. So, hold up. So yeah, we did this. So yeah, we did this that many times. Okay, so now we can go back. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number after 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Was that 23 or 24? Damn it. Well, the difference was 58 went to, what was it, 168? So actually I could have just checked like that. 168 minus 58. And it was 5 each time. So yeah, I did it 22 times. If I'm not mistaken. Could I have done it 8 times, but then the other one? Hold up. Okay, this is something potentially stupid. Hold up. Three, 4, 5, 6, 8. No. You know, I had the feeling we were getting somewhere, and now we're just not getting anywhere anymore. So, yeah, we'll abandon ship on that one, I think. God damn, what am I doing, man? I still had the feeling we were getting somewhere when I got to a number, like the 168 and the other one. But then I just... What are we doing? Okay, but maybe let's stop freaking around and finding out and actually think. Oops. Okay, so another option that I have is to try and do option 2 here, where I have -6 real, -5 imaginary. I think that's if I make this imaginary and I do this, then yeah, I get -6 real, -5 imaginary if I do this. Yeah. So I could double this up and then see what happens to the numbers. Okay, it already took some out. Also, I just realized that I made a mistake when I did the, when I got to like 168 just now. I think I did this one once when I should have done, I shouldn't have done this one once. That doesn't work. Yeah, I think I sort of messed up there. Anyway, so right now we're at 58 and -33. Now we're at 53 and -27. So this is option A. This is the oh no, this is the first option. No, I'm no, sorry. I didn't say anything. This is the first option, right? Yeah. So this is now -5 real plus 6 imaginary, yeah. And now I do this until the first number is a multiple of 6 and the second number is a multiple of 5. And hopefully it doesn't take as long. And I think this should be something. That's not a multiple of 6. Hey. That's good. That's a multiple of 6 and a multiple of 5. Alright. How long did that take? How many steps was that? Well, we went from 58 to... I think that was 8 steps. So yeah, no, it was actually... I had A equals C plus 8, and the 8 was actually... did actually have some meaning. Was that coincidental? Probably. But hey. And now, we need to get these to 0. So this mod 5 is still 3, and this mod 6... 15 mod 6 is probably still 3, yeah. So now we do these two operations, and now we need to think about how many times we do these. Well, I could just frick around and find out again. I know that both of them need to go down. So... yeah. And then we'll make both of them positive. Hey, wait a sec. No freaking way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, fucking around and finding out is actually a good strategy. Like, I did have... like, there was modular arithmetic behind this. It is indeed the best strategy in the world. You're absolutely right, man. Now I can just keep doing this. Okay, so that's what these are for. It's just so you can get rid of this in the end. Okay, so basically there are only 2 operations that you're doing. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. We did 1 level. So, the gist of that level is... make sure that your modulos are 0 in one case, and then you just work out the other case and it just works out nicely that it goes to 0. I think, yeah, that's, yeah. One number needed to be 6/5 of the other rather than modular stuff. Yeah, that makes sense then, because yeah, okay, then you're subtracting off 6, while the other one you're subtracting off 5. Yeah. The thing is, it did work out with the modulos. So like, that level can be solved with a complex division. Damn, I should have done that instead. Yeah. Okay. I do feel like I kind of fluked that. But then again, the chance of that happening from me just doing random stuff is also probably very small. So I think there was some skill behind it, but I think I also, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, because it's 3 times and then the other one is 8 times. Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. And that's why it's like that. Okay. Yeah, that's a much more elegant way of solving it. Holy. God damn. Okay, yeah, I got lucky then. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Let's, like, you know, I'm glad that level's done, but at the same time I'm kind of disappointed at the way I found it out. Especially considering there's such an elegant solution. But hey. Sometimes thinking logically is not necessary. It's optional. Let's do this level now. Because we got very close on this one, and there was just one step that I didn't get here. Damn. Okay. Anyway. So, I'm sure you remember a few puzzles which had one-way drops, thanks to the power of the gates. Set up such that... Okay. Blah, blah. Okay, so... we go through here, we get our 1 pure key, we get a star white key. We then need 3 more pure keys, so we get this, we get this, we get this. Then we can go through here. We also need to have 0 purple and 0 red. So we need to think about how many purple we come in with, and also if we get this red or not. So I already came to the conclusion that this was the only option, but then the level wasn't possible, so there probably was some other option. So we'll just go over all the reasoning, all the lines of reasoning again. And this time we're not going to screw around and find out. You're gonna go to... well, you're gonna go to bed? Alright. So, good luck on your exam. So it is tomorrow, right? If not, good luck with your exam anyway. And yeah, thanks for the good luck with the puzzles. I will do my best. I will try to do at least one more today. That would be nice. Alright. You got this. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I got this though, but we'll see. So... okay. We're just gonna re-notice all of the things I noticed last time, and then we can see what happens. So... yeah, this gets fixed, whatever we have here. Where is that relevant? That's only relevant for these three. Because for those, that indicates how many of these keys that you get. Now importantly, if we look at the number of green keys that we need, okay, so we need to have this. We need to have at least 5 green keys, but actually there are 5 green keys here. So, yeah. And then we can unroad this. Oh, and this takes away the amount of white keys that we have. Yeah. So then, yeah, if we have 7 white keys, then this goes to -2, and this is perfect. Now, I'm wondering if there's another way to go about this. Well, you definitely need to open this, so you definitely need at least those 5 green keys. Is there any other way to get green keys? No. Oh yeah, this is also eroded, so yeah. No, there's no other way to get green keys, so you absolutely have to pick this up. Okay, so this I'm certain about. I'm certain about the fact that there are 7 white. Because otherwise you can't get green to 0. Which means, yeah, you can't open this, you can't open this. There's just no way to do anything. So, yeah. So this is fixed and this is fixed. Then, I think the main thing was how many purple I needed. And then if I needed to get the red key or not. So, let's first think about the blue. If I want to get those or not. Well, really... is there anything that needs blue? This, right? But that's it. And considering that if I go in with 3 blue, I will actually not be able to open this. Then this is just not a good idea. There's no way to get rid of blue either. So yeah, we can definitely conclude that we don't want blue. Okay, so there's 3 things that I've concluded last time that I'm certain about now. And then we still got purple and we still got red to worry about. Let's see. So, how many purple do we need? Maybe let's think about red first, because it's only 1 key. And then I can think, like, do I need that key or not? So if I have 7 white, which I know I do, then... okay, I need to have 0 red here. Here, oh, the number of purple influences the number of red that I have. So that's actually... okay, actually, so we need to figure out purple first. Okay. I mean, no, but I can't think about what red is going to be. So we definitely know that we need more purple than white, because... no, is that true? Not necessarily. No. Actually, yes. Actually, no. Hold up. No, I'm pretty sure we need more purple than white, because also you have this. That's like an issue. Maybe you just skip this, maybe you don't open this. But in that case you would need to open this, this, and then this. And then... also get the sign flip, which is not possible. If you don't already have positive red. So, yeah, not happening. Yeah, so I definitely need more purple than white, is what I'm gathering. Because then you can have this. Or you can open this and still have a positive number of purple, so you can still open other locks. Okay. We still don't know how many purple. We know bigger than the number of white. And we know it's between 8 and 15 then. Bro, how many people are getting banned right now? Holy, all of these bots. Like, that's 4 bots in the last 10 minutes or something. You've only seen 1 bot? Yeah, but on my thing it says that there were actually 4. Yeah, there was one who actually like got the message through and then it got deleted. And the other 3 were just gone instantly. I mean, I don't mind. As long as Nightbot is good at blocking them, I don't mind. But it's just weird. Yeah, that's so weird. Anyway, so... Here we open 1 white. Here we open this, which, as I said, is gonna be... Oh yeah, no, actually we don't need to worry about the number of white that we have, because it's starred. I forgot. Yeah, and we already established it needs to be 7 white. So... yeah, so these are just suggestions, really, these locks. Especially this one. Okay, so... what do we definitely need to open in order to get everything? Well, we definitely need to open this, 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 this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys that we definitely need in purple. Now I was pretty sure that, yeah, you needed more purple than white. Am I really certain though? Like, am I 100% certain? Because this could be the point where it's actually different. Okay, so yeah, if I did have, let's say I did have fewer purple than white, then I would not be able to open this because I would get negative purple and there's no way to, you know, open negative purple locks and get to 0 from that. So I couldn't open this, so I would have to go through this path if I wanted to get this. So then this would have to be 0. And then I get some amount of red keys from this. Wait, I got an idea. What if I have the same number of purple keys as white? Does that even work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Right? No. Surely not. Because also, yeah, let's just continue my reasoning because I was sidetracked. So, you have 0 red. Then you open this, but at the end you still need to have 0 red. So like the only way you can make that work, really, is if this perfectly cancels out this. Yeah. But then you do also need to get this sign flip. And also, Yeah, the sign flip is the only way. So like you need to open this first. So you need to have some positive red keys, but this takes away red keys. So you do need this, right? I don't know why I said I didn't need this. You absolutely do need this. Because otherwise you can't open this and you just can't. Grass, really. Sorry, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because I just need to go. Where's the be right back thing? Alright, I'll think about this for a sec, and you think about this too, and then I'll get back. I'm back. Alright. Have I thought about this a lot? Not really. I just was considering the fact that I'm pretty sure that you need red. Like, I'm 90% sure that you need red. Because otherwise there is just no way that you're ever getting a positive amount of red. Right? Yeah. And then there is no way that you're gonna get to 0 red in the end. Because you absolutely need to open this. And this is not gonna cancel it out. This is gonna increase the effect, so... yeah, we need this sign flip. And to have that, you can't open this, so you need to have this, so yeah. No, it's just, you need this red. Okay, so then the one thing I need to think about still is how many purple we need. And you know what? Now we just use the strategy of frick around and find out, I think. So... we'll see how many we end up needing. So, bam. Okay, this goes to -2, which is good because then this is 0, and then we can go through all of the other ones with green. We can't get this because we need to go here first. So yeah, we can't do this. So we go here instead, we get 7. Yep, yep. Okay, you can also get this. Okay, that's taken care of. So that's really all we needed to do. We can leave this for later. Or we can do it right now, it doesn't matter. Or it does matter, but, you know. Okay, so now I can get this, and it doesn't matter. This also is fine, this also is fine. Okay. And now here's the interesting part where the number of purple keys matters. So, as I said, so this is definitely gonna take away 6 red keys, right? So, if I open this and then do this, then I have 0 red keys, which is what I want. Wait, isn't that just the solution? Hold up. Did I never try this? Wait, what? I never tried this. Okay. Anyway. I kind of tried logicking that one out and then just realized that I actually just found the solution, so... Cool. Anyway. I don't know why I didn't do that last time. Oh, I did it in the opposite order. Okay. I didn't even realize. I was like, okay, whatever. Perhaps you're wondering what material the gates are made out of that can change their tangibility so quickly. Let's think about this. Is there a material that I know that does that? No. The answer is, of course, magic. That's why, obviously, yeah. Then of course I wouldn't know any materials. But perhaps it's more like an illusion. You'd have to ask Kina about the specifics, since I don't really know. Who is this person, by the way, that's writing these messages? Is it the developer, or is it... It's not Kina then, but... I don't know, I think this has been confirmed, but I just forgot. Anyway, apparently the gates are smart enough to not close while you're inside either. And that's what you need to use for this stage, probably. Because of some one doors or something? Oh, okay. Fair. We're locked in. But yeah, I mean, obviously the trick is gonna be that you stand in one of these, right? Right? Like, there's no way they didn't... They mentioned that for no reason, right? Because I have noticed that, and it was just like... And also this level's called Peek. That obviously means they have to peek inside, do this, and then go back out, right? So like this. Something like that. Like, obviously that's what you have to do. Okay, now let's actually think about what the level wants us to do. So, here we need to open a blank cyan door at the end, and also have 0 of both of these. So, yeah, there's actually no way to do that other than to just have 0 of both of these. I think the blank cyan is... Why is that there? Is there a reason for that? Don't think so. No. I mean, it seems pretty redundant to have this. Is there any reason in why this would make a difference? I mean, there's no point in peeking through this, because you're already done by this point. And if I do this and get to 0 cyan, then the level's done already. So I need to get to 0 cyan now, so... Oh, interesting. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So, considering we need to get to 0 cyan, and there's no blast doors for cyan, we can actually just count the number of keys and doors. So, we've got 18 here. And how many have we got here? We've got 9, 10, 11. So that's interesting. Because that indicates to me that we definitely don't want to get this. Right? Oh, there's also a -1 master key. Oh, that changes things. I didn't realize. Okay. In that case... I think it would still be a bad idea to get this, because in that case, yeah, we had 11 before. If you double this one up, which is the highest value, you get 16. And if you get these 3, which you have to get these 3, no, you have to get these 2, but if you also get this one, then you get 18, and you can never get to 0. So this one is just a no-go. So that's pretty easy to rule out. So we're also never getting this -1. We could potentially open this and just leave. That's possible. Okay, but then if we get this and this, then we could open this. We could open this one twice if we have the negative master key, but then yeah, we also need to open this, so that doesn't work. If we know that we definitely have to open this one, do we have any other options? I think this is a good way to think about it. So let's say we open up this one and we don't open up this one. Is it still possible to beat the level? So we need to get to 0. If we double this one, then it is actually possible. So you can open this one twice, and then open this one, and then you have gone to 0. Yeah. So then you do need this. So it is possible to bypass this. Is it possible to bypass this? Even though it's smaller, it's a different number, so we do have to check. Okay, so you open this. You open this. Well, you can't open it twice because you don't have more than 10 keys. So you can only open it once. And then, yeah, if you double this, for example, you have 1, 2, 3, 8. So 7 or 8. And actually, yeah, so this one cannot be bypassed. This one has to be opened. But this one can be bypassed. I'm not saying we have to bypass it, but it can be bypassed. And this one can't. So that's already an interesting distinction to make. Can this one be bypassed? Well, we can do 1, 4, 5. So yeah, this can also be bypassed. And yeah, that's all of the cyan we can talk about. So I think that's pretty good on the cyan front. Then we just need to look at white. Now, interestingly, this star white key actually gives us a lot of info because yeah. The moment we star white, we can't change white anymore. And we know we need to have 0 at the end. But also, in order to get back here, we also need to have 0. So actually, we just need to get to 0 white. And then the moment we do, we get this. And then we're actually good. As long as we've opened up this and this, if needed. So yeah. Okay. Now it is interesting to note what we have in terms of white keys. Now I don't think we want to get this, because if we get this, there is actually no way of getting back to 0, right? Well, because we've already opened this. There's only one here. Yeah, it doesn't work. The keys aren't keying, so this actually doesn't work. So if we do open this, we only peek inside. Hence the name of the level. Okay, that also means we don't get this. So we could do that. That is an option. And then... Oh, I think I already figured it out. Wait a sec. Nope, I didn't figure it out. Because, yeah. You need to open that. Oh wait, but that's not an issue. You can just open this first. Okay, that was quite possibly the easiest bonus level ever. And that was mainly because of the fact that I already realized what the trick was going to be before we even entered. Like, I already tried that in this level. Like, I already tried doing some weird stuff like this, but it doesn't have any use. But you can do it. It's funny. You can lock yourself in. But yeah, finding a level where it actually matters. I'm glad that there is one. But No, I'm also just glad that I figured it out quickly, yeah. I can't say I'm disappointed. And then this one, I have no idea what I was doing there, so we might just leave that one for a different time. But hey, we've done 2 levels today, that's good. And I'll call that 2.5 levels because basically, like, the toy box, we made progress in that. So let's see what else we can do now. 3 levels. Oh yeah, no, 3 levels, you are right. This one. I forgot. 3 levels. That's cool. So yeah, we've only got 2 main levels left then. So we've only got the 1 level in World 10 and the 1 level here. And then everything else is like EX levels, basically. And then, yeah, all of these levels are also done except 1 here. I mean, we can try doing this one, actually. What am I doing this? I can just go here. Yeah. CM. Wait, what's CM? Oh, chromatic monolith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one was a bit nutty. So yeah. So yeah, you would think there's no point, but actually, if you activate any one of these, you go nowhere and you're screwed. So let's try doing that. Oh no, I've salvaged the door. Nothing happened, but now I'm out of the level, so that sucks. So yeah, we need to make sure that we don't have that happen. Also, there's a lockless lock at the end. How are we gonna deal with that? Huh? How do you not open a lockless lock? Wait, what? Oh, I guess you use a negative master key. Does that work? I need to check. This was introduced in this world. Actually, we can go back to this level. Huh. Amazing. Whoops. You can in fact use these here. Hey, maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's what we needed to do all along. I'll put it in my back pocket, I guess. Random fact. You can double lockless locks too. Probably not useful. But hey, I'm gonna write it down here anyway for next time. Cool. Anyway, so now we're actually gonna do this level. With that knowledge, I don't think there's anything else that will not open this, basically. So yeah, it absolutely has to be the negative one that gets us to here. Yeah, I know I got most of the way through the logic. The thing is, I literally proved to myself that it wasn't possible. And like, I also, it's been ages since I looked at it. Maybe I could do that, yeah. But also, I'm getting tired. maybe I'll do that at the start of next stream. But yeah, for now, I think I just want to try and do this, because this is like something I haven't seen. You know, I can at least try to make some progress in this. I don't know. So we have lots of master keys, we have lots of cyan keys. What can we do with all of them? Well, one interesting thing to note is that this is an exact cyan. So really anything we've done up until that point will just become moot, right? Or not. Like, I don't see how that wouldn't be the case. I guess no. I guess that's not true, because what you can do is you can... No, but... Wait, I need to check something else. Oh wait, now I don't have 0. Shoot. Wait, how do you actually get... Wait, what? How do you actually make sure... Hold up. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Right? Oh shoot, I got rid of it. Okay, I'm just testing things out. I just want to test something specific, but I need to get here first. So that's why. Yeah, we can just do this. This is fine. This is also fine. Okay, so I just want to test if... Okay, if I do this and then I... Oh wait, no. I need to have -1 of that, don't I? Yeah. I want to do that. No, wait, I wanted to have -1 of that. Hold up. Damn it. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, just trust me on the fact that this is something that I need to test. You're probably thinking, like, what is he doing? Fair. Okay, I just want to check. You can just get rid of these, and it's not going to activate, because it only activates when you get rid of the full lock. Yeah. So now we're actually able to step over that third one. Or we're not able to step over that one. Okay. Here's the thing, though. Here's something peculiar. We need to have -1 master key right here. So actually that's not peculiar. That just means that we need to use this one here, and that this one needs to go at the end. Right? Because yeah, you're at 0 here. And then it doesn't actually matter what you do with these two. But you know that you need to use this one here. If you get this one and then get this one, you don't have anything left. So you need to use this one here. So this one, yeah, there's no other place for it to go, so this one has to go here. So this last part is just a setup. So use +1 master on... I'll call this the bottom right lock, the one with the 10 and then the all door on it. We'll just call it the... No, wait. We'll call it the... on the big lock. Even though it's not substantially larger than the rest. And then... So we can use -1 master on lockless lock at the end. So this is after... Oops. Oh wow, I just found how you do a line break. It literally says in the freaking thing, hashtag is line break. I have just now read that. Wow. Anyway. So after blank master door. So this is basically just saying, okay, the last part is a setup. So really everything interesting that will happen here. So before this. And then these two we might do something interesting with to cancel them out, but that's it. Okay, so... I mean, you don't really have that many options, right? I mean, and actually you do. So yeah, we want to get rid of this exact 10. So you know that you need to go back here. And then... yeah, you either get rid of it like this, or you get rid of it with this. So this is either... So 2 options. There we go. I figured stuff out alright. 2 options. So first option is 10 or the -10 cyan keys. And the other option... What did it do? Wait. Hold up a sec. Why did it add an extra line there? Oh, there we go. Okay. So on the big lock, if we want to get rid of -10, we need to have it be set it up to be -1 times real times, no, yeah, negative times -1. Okay, so that's options for the first one. Then for the second one, we need to account for both of these parts. So we need our -10 to go away. So yeah, then we need to... We can't get this, so that's not gonna help. We could just get this for the +10i. And then here... Yeah, so... Here we again have 2 options. So we have... this. Or... it's +10i. The problem is that this all door is also going to add stuff. Because yeah, what is the all door gonna do? It's basically gonna take whatever you have and just flip the sign of it, right? Yeah. Because if I have -10, and it also takes -10, and then I add that to my key count, so yeah, then I get +10, right? That's what happens. Let me verify that. First, let me write down, so, secret second option. I'll think about this in a sec. First, I just want to test that this indeed gives you 10. If you do this, and you then do this, you should get 10i. Yep. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's say we have this, then we just get 10i. Okay. So it will get rid of... Oh, but that's, yeah, that's because it's doing that. Hold up, but... Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, depending on which perspective I look at it from, it's either gonna give me 10, or if I look at it from this perspective, it's gonna give me 10i. Yeah, okay, that's interesting, that's interesting. So it's not actually a full sign flip, it's a sign flip with weird aspirations. Yeah, sure. So yeah, we could either get -10i cyan keys, Or the other option is to... What was it again? So... I think it was this... No. It's the other way around, right? Yeah, was to do this. And then in that case, if you have 10i, what is it gonna do? Is gonna take that away, give you negative 10i. But if you're looking at it from this perspective, it's actually not gonna do that. It's just gonna give you 20. No, 10. Yeah, if you have negative 10 plus 10i and you have this setup, then it's gonna give you... Wait, isn't this just the solution? I may have just figured it out already. I mean, I doubt it, but like... Also, why is there a sign flip here? Okay, there's still variables that I'm not considering. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work, but I do want to test it. So yeah, we know that this has to be true. Okay, so I will just grab these keys. Then we can go over this first one. Then we grab these. But I also can't get 10. Right. So I can't get 10. I have to get to 0. So if I do this... Oh, this also just salvaged the door. Because I accidentally used the master key on that. Whoops. Okay, we just need to do that again. My bad. Okay, this time we don't do this. Problem is actually when we... No. I didn't use my master key here. It actually just... Okay, but if I do this, then I'm screwed, so yeah. Yeah, I don't want to actually open this lock. That's the problem. And if I do this, then it actually opens the lock. Because it has nothing left. So, okay, so I need to make sure that the lock doesn't open. Okay. So, well, that probably has to do with these then, which I haven't used yet. Oh wait, I got a different idea. What if I do this, do this, and then... Okay, so I keep just doing this as I did before. Then I do in fact just... No, wait, I messed up. I do... no, wait. What am I doing? Okay, just bam, and then use this, and then there we go. Okay. So I think I might actually want to skip these two. Then I get the negative 10i. Then I can't do that. Okay, but what if I use it now? Okay, then I'm just in this position, which is not ideal. Not what I want. So actually, there's no point in me doing that. And yeah, then the door is just gone. Nope, okay, so that wasn't it. But there's still lots of options I haven't considered yet. I could also just get these, do something with that. Who knows? So yeah, how can I set this up to be times -1? Because that could be interesting. In that case, I need to set this up first, so it's some amount, and then I need to apply this a couple times. And then yeah, if I apply it twice, yeah, then it will actually be at -1. Okay, so in that case, we also just don't need to do this, right? We can just do this. God, there's way too many options in this. Damn. Oh god. Yeah, I need to narrow it down. Otherwise, we're not getting anywhere. Okay, I'm just trying stuff now. This is not gonna work. There's no way. But okay. Let's see. Does this do anything? Okay, this certainly works. But then if I open this, yeah, it's gonna open the lock again. Hmm. Okay. What's the other option here? So you have your -10i cyan keys, which is kind of what I've been putting here. Maybe I just leave all of these here. Maybe I just don't do anything special and just do these here, and then just leave this here, do this, you know, just open this lock. But then, yeah, no, this will be an issue. Like, this first one won't be an issue. The second one also won't be an issue. But then the third one will in fact be an issue. Yeah. So that's probably where that weird interaction that I found, the fact that if you have both of these, and you do this, that you actually only get one of them back, and that the other one just goes away and it doesn't get flipped. That's probably the interaction we need. Okay, so I probably need to engineer that with this. So in that case, we have, so here we have -10 -10i. Let's see, so if I have this, then we have -10i, which I open, and then -10, which I open. Yeah. But only the -10i actually sign flips to something else. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what if I do something similar here, where here I have +10i, so this needs to be -1i. And then... Right? Yeah. So then this goes away. I get -10i, which is, by the way, the only number here that is allowed. -10i is allowed. I haven't mentioned that yet. So yeah, if I make this -1i, this will be 10i that I can put in. And then this will give me -10i. Then I can just go over these as much as I want. And this will solve both of these, in fact, because it will also open up this one as long as this one has 1. So it needs to be 1 minus 1i. Yep. Okay. I think that's what I need to do then. And then I just need to think about how I deal with these. So I think for the first one then I just pick up these keys, right? And then for the second one, yeah. All right. So now I just need to find a way to make this 1 minus 1i, but I also need to account for the fact that this will take away 1. So I actually need 2 minus 1i in this setup right now. Yeah. Okay, so how to make 2 minus 1i? Well, if I do this, I get plus 1i. So I don't want that, I want it the other way around. So we need to do this. And then also use this. Wait, wasn't this what I was doing before? Whoops. There we go. And then bam. So yeah, now it's negative 1i. It's 1 minus 1i. So that's actually good, right? Oh, but okay, but I need it to be 2 minus 1i now. Yeah, okay. I think what I was doing before was better. So if I get both of these and then go in here and do this, it's still 1i. Yeah, so... And I really need it to be negative 1i, I think. So... yeah. I've also wasted both of those, so I think getting this, then doing this, and then doing this was actually the play. Just need to think about what I do now. Because I need to get not one more, basically. If I do this, I get nothing. But if I do this, yeah, nothing happens. If I do this, I get 10. This is still here. Then I'm at 0. Then I get negative 10. Okay, I actually get minus 1i. Sure. Yeah, no problem. It's gonna open. Okay. I've done that 3 times now, I think. Okay, but like, surely this is close to something, right? Surely I'm getting somewhere with this. What if I do this again? Then I just get 1. That's not what I want. Maybe I just leave a B like this. But then, yeah, no, then I have to use this and I'm screwed. Yeah, no, we're in exactly the same situation again. I could make this 2, and then I could say, do this. Oh, that's something. Hold up. Yeah, because if I do this first now, then I get -1, -1i. -1 minus 1i. Somehow I don't think that's what I wanted, but... it's better than what I had before, I think. Because now if I open this, it's at least -2 minus 1i. Okay, this gives me -10. I'm allowed to go over this. Okay, I go over here. We get this. This gives me -10i. Oh wait, it does work. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Good. Nice. I found a secret third option that was not on my list of possible options. Let's go. So, the TLDR of that one is that weird interaction that I found. And you just need to milk that for all it's worth. And the fact that -10i was allowed. So just to reiterate, 10 was not allowed, 10i was not allowed, -10 was not allowed, but -10i, perfectly fine. So I just engineered this to get -10i out, and then yeah, it worked. Cool, cool puzzle. Alright, so that finishes up T3. So that means we still have one more level here, one more level here, and then the rest is just Omega keys and stuff. Let's think about what I want to do now. I think I'm about to... I think I'm gonna end soon, but still want to do one more thing. Not this. These are hard puzzles, apparently. Well, now that I have 13 stone keys, I can go over here, but I first need to get salvage number 78, which is probably going to be in one of these levels. So we probably need to do this level to make sure that we either unlock this or this. But yeah, I think that's what we need to do next. We might also be able to get some Omega keys, I'm not sure, but we'll do this now, because we have... I think, yeah, since the last time we went here, we do have the brown Omega key, which I don't think we had the last time we were here. I think if you can correct me on that if we did have it before. Right after you got the brown omega key? Okay. Oh yeah, true. I didn't realize those were the salvages, and this was all just, yeah, okay. Okay, I don't want to waste time on this, so you can actually tell me if it is possible with the amount of omega keys that I have. Probably yes, because otherwise, I mean, I don't know what else you would need. So, yeah, okay, I figured. So, at least then I know I'm using my time productively. Joke's on you, I'm never using my time productively. So, to recap what we needed to do in this level. So, this black has no purpose. Then, we need to have 0 cyan and 0 pure keys. Okay. Now, here we get 15 pure keys. Here, this we need to open first, because actually, yeah, we need to get all of these. And this we need to open first, because otherwise, yeah, if we've already gotten one of these other ones, we can't get this anymore. We've also got glitch locks in the mix. We've also got brown keys. Okay. Probably with the current salvages, it's not going to work out, but let's just see what the gist was of this level. So, oh yeah, we also needed, we have these minus 40 orange keys, which we can use to open these two. And we know we have to open these two with these negative 40, because we can't use brown and there's nothing else available, so... The reason why we can't use brown, it's a negative door, so yeah. Yeah, so that means none of these other ones can be orange, basically. Oops. Okay. Oh, actually there's nothing left but cyan in the entire stage, so that's cooked. Oh yeah, right, you probably want to do this one later, so you still have the cyan. Yeah. Okay, so... I accidentally made that one brown. You know what, we'll just roll with it. Maybe it's part of the solution, who knows. Okay, then it feels like a good idea to just get these two. Then we get this. Then we get this. Actually, no, wait, we get this first. And here is where this came back to bite me. Okay, I do have an idea, which is to... No, actually that doesn't work. Yeah, we need to cyan flip cyan, that's for sure. Okay, let's not have this happen. There we go. Okay. So, I think with the salvages I have currently, I'm not able to do it. But I'm just thinking about why. So, yeah, at the end I'm basically stuck with... I need to be able to open... I can open these two, but I can't open this last one. If I do want to do that, I need these brown keys, but in order to get these brown keys, I need to have -8 cyan. And for that, yeah, then I need to open these two. And then I can't get cyan to 0 anymore. So I feel like these two have to be switched out, because the way it's working right now just isn't working. What if I make this inside some different color? Like, it doesn't have to be a glitch lock. Could just be orange. That way I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that seems like a more reasonable thing to do. Okay, this one I need to preserve. Yeah. But no, it can't be that. It has to be cyan. But I definitely need to preserve one of these two, I feel. But in that case, yeah, it has to be cyan that's preserved, otherwise it's not very useful. Also, I need to get to negative brown keys then, if I want that to happen. Is that even possible? With the setup I have currently? Maybe, wait, oh, wait. Maybe, bro, I can't speak anymore. Maybe, this one is orange on the inside and cyan on the outside. That'd be something. Because then you get 3 cyan. No, that actually has 0 use. That's not useful at all. Yeah, no. Then you have 3 that you don't need to do. But yeah, no, 3 is just not a nice number for this. What if I make this 8 and this 3? I don't know if that changes anything. What if I do... what if I give myself 20 brown keys? Does that help? That's probably too much. Yeah. I feel like this one has to be different though. This one just doesn't feel like it belongs. Like, let's actually think about which locks that are here would be useful for this instead. Okay, let's just go through the entire thing again and see where this breaks down and what I would need instead. Okay, here this needed to be something that takes 15 pure keys and gives you gives you a negative sign. No, that doesn't work. Because we need to have 0 pure keys anyway, so yeah. Okay, but what if I, yeah, what if I salvage one of these 4s, but then I, what do I actually put in there? I could make it negative brown then. Thing is, I'm already using those brown keys, so like... Maybe it's nothing with brown keys, maybe it's just something unrelated. What if I do the same thing twice? What if I do 3 there and I get 3 brown keys from that? Not really useful. There's something super obvious I'm overlooking here, I feel. It's just... What if I salvage this, for example? You know, let's just think about that. Then in that case, you get 2, which can be... I mean, you could get 2 from that, yeah. That's not the number you need. Here's the thing, though. No, wait, that doesn't work. What if I make this cyan and on the outside orange? Because then I could open up this with orange? No, that doesn't work. No, wait, it does work, I think. Yeah? Hold up, because yeah, orange doesn't need to be 0. Yeah, okay, so I just need to change that. I don't remember which one this is. Okay, 47. So I'm gonna make the outside of this orange, and I'm gonna make the inside of this cyan. I was almost gonna just leave. I don't know why I just want to leave so often. This is... I don't know what's wrong with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably why I want to leave. That's, yeah, okay. That's probably the muscle memory from that kicking in. Makes sense. Oh, but if I get this, then I can't get those orange ones anymore. Ah, that's the issue. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, because I can get these two, but then, or I can get this one, but then I can't get that. Can I? Okay, so that's why that doesn't work. Felt like that would be too simple. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just not possible now. Exiting out as always. Okay, so what do I do instead? I feel like this 3 has to be correct, because... But I mean, I'm not sure about it. I haven't logically excluded that option that it's just wrong. So... Yeah, maybe I need to think about that one too. Just too many options here, it's insane. What if this was 8? What if I had 8 brown keys from this? Yeah, not the worst idea I ever had. This is 46, yeah. Okay, here's an idea. We'll see if it works or not. I mean, I'm left with 1. That's the annoying part. I can make this one brown now. That is something. And then maybe I use this to get negative browns instead. So yeah. This is then a different one that gives me negative browns. Okay. Then I open these two, get this, and then get this. Oh, yeah, I think I got it. Hold up. Yeah. So if I get negative browns from this, what does this need to be then? Well, this needs to be this on the inside, and then the outside is brown. So I just need to salvage this, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, nee. Oh ja, nee, dat was gewoon omdat ik... Ja. Oh, gewoon... Ik was vroeg gaan slapen en ik dacht, ik ga vroeg opstaan. Waarschijnlijk niet. Waarschijnlijk.
Donderdag, wanneer is dat eigenlijk?
Dat examen? Dat is van 1 tot 5. Sorry for the hold up. Now you're all very excited to see me input things into this preview thing, whatever you call it, into this terminal. So this, and then on the outside, I'm still bad with this menu. Okay, I think this should be good. I think we are okay now. I did forget to change this one back, didn't I? Yep. Or wait. Maybe that was what I needed? I don't even remember. Yeah, no, this is what I need. Oh. Okay. I have not in fact gotten it. Well then. But no, wait. Maybe if I do it in a different order. I haven't proven anything now. I just know that that order doesn't work. Yeah, wait, what if I use... Oh, wait a sec. I'm gonna salvage this one. Then I can always open that. Yup. This feels very sacrilegious, but I hope it works. Ayo. Shoot, wait, this doesn't work. Oh, damn. So close. Oh wait, no. It does work, I'm an idiot. Yep, no, we're fine. I was almost gonna give up. Yes. Yes. No. Don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me it's that. Don't tell me that's gonna get me. The freaking sign flip. Oh, damn. You're kidding. No, wait. We're not done yet. I just did it in the wrong order. We're good. Let's go. Finally, oh my god. Okay, that was a good level. I just needed to lock in. There we go. Yeah. Feel free to tell me how poorly I did there. Thanks for the GG. I think everyone struggles with that one. Okay. Good to know that I'm not the only one. I'm glad at least that I like thought it out logically. And I was like, okay, what do I need to have? And then yeah, it's so non-obvious that you need to use the 15 pure door and then turn it into negative brown. Like, yeah. Yeah, to get a hint, okay. Damn. Alright, we'll just have a look at this one and then we'll end stream. I see this as world form. God, it's always weird looking at these levels from like with these elemental effects because the blocks just don't look anything like what you're used to. Like, what is this, man? This level's more fun than the previous, in your opinion? I mean, yeah, that's possible. Okay. Looks like this is the last puzzle available to us before we move on to what's beyond the 13 stone door outside. That door shouldn't be a problem since you can open it already. Or maybe you can't. If that sounded weird to you, that makes two of us. Yeah, I can already open it, so that's not a problem. The main issue is how the hell do we do this? (7B). Ah, okay. Let's have a look at 7B. I can imagine... I think it's a different one that I'm imagining. Oh no, yeah, it is this one. Okay, yeah. This one, yeah, this one took me a bit to figure out, and yeah. Also has these interactions between these two. It's also nice that I didn't write down which of these two was actually the solution. But hey, I have video of it, so it's fine. If I ever need to refer back to it for some reason. But anyway, let's just get the gist of what's going on here. I don't even know if this is going to be possible. Maybe we need black omega, or maybe not, I don't know. Actually, for black omega, we need a lot of other omega keys, so never mind. Also, lots of elemental stuff. I guess, yeah, no. There is no red, green, or blue at all in this stage. Except this. This is here. And then besides that, this is all cyan, this is not blue. Yeah, we are gonna need the blue and green omega keys for this. Yep. Okay. So this level is just not possible. I mean, is it even worth looking at then? I mean, potentially it is possible without the red omega key. That's like the one interesting thing I can think of. But even then, actually, yeah, all this is gonna do is make this red. But then you still don't get any red keys from that. So actually, you also need the red omega key. You need all of them. You need red, green, and blue. Okay, good to know. I can write that down here. Need RGB omega keys for this one. So yeah, that's gonna take a while. So this whole region, that's also gonna take a while. So I guess... Okay, so the fact that... Okay, the final 4 omega keys can be found here, although you can't get them immediately, so that's probably gonna be beyond this stone door. If you don't have the rest of them, this area will not help you obtain them. Now, we know that there are 4 omega keys. Yeah, so which omega keys do we have already? We have this outer ring, except for black. We have brown. And we're gonna need these 3. Now, if we have these 3 already, and this one is, I know this one is just out in the field somewhere, then we know that the 4 that we're gonna get from here are these 4. I think I've already mentioned that, but now we know, like, more certainly, I think. With more certainty. Like, mostly because this level just requires these 3. Yeah. No, but I mean, that wasn't anything new, actually. But yeah. Yeah. Alright, so... I love how the text just appears and disappears, but anyway. So yeah, if you recall, if we go out here, this is where the red omega key is. If you want to know where the green omega key is, it's in one of these levels. Yeah, right here. We need -1 black for this. That's interesting. Still not sure how I want to do that. Wait, can't I salvage... Hold up. Can't I just salvage a blank black lock? And then get black from somewhere? Like, there's enough locks in here. I will get it somewhere. I mean, the main problem is that... The main problem is if this is blank black, yeah, what am I gonna get in terms of keys? There's no other way to get keys. Like, the only reason that this works is because it's a stone key, and then I can use my stone keys that I do have. But like, besides that, I don't have anything. So... And then blue, what was blue? Was it this one? Yeah, you needed to double up this one. But in order to double up this, you need to... You need to either salvage this and put it here, or... Yeah, do some shenanigans. And I tried salvaging this and it didn't really work out. Also, yeah, no, it needs to go into slot 22. And I think this, yeah, this is slot 27. Where does 27 end up? 27 ends up here. So yeah, then I would have to salvage this afterward, which I can't do. Yeah, no. But yeah, I said I needed the master omega key first, and here I said I needed the black omega key first. Which is just not going to be true in this case, because... Black omega, I'm pretty sure I need blue omega. Master omega is not happening yet. So yeah, those two statements I made are just wrong. Yeah, like the black omega key is here, and as you can see, you need blue. And guess what? There is literally no blue anywhere here. Like, even if you check all of the individual levels, there is no blue. Let me just double check. No blue. Okay, there is blue here, but you can't salvage anything from here. No blue. Definitely no blue. Also no blue. Still no blue. And finally... no blue. So yeah, there's just no blue here anywhere. So in order to get that, you would need the blue Omega key. But yeah, I said that the blue Omega key requires the master Omega key, which is just then not gonna be true because, yeah, no, it's just not gonna be true. So there must be a way to get the blue Omega key. There must also be a way to get the green one, and there must also be a way to get the red one, I feel. Okay, so I think that is what we can focus on next time. Is trying to get these. I already know for red that if I open up all of these, I get negative 425. And I know for this that if I just go into this path, that it will also work. But the problem is that I need to have 3 paths open at the same time for red. And I think for that I need brown keys because that's the new key type, or the last Omega key I got. So it's probably gonna be that I need to make progress in this. I'm just not seeing how brown would help here, honestly. Maybe if you get like 4i of brown, that could be it. Or 3i of brown. Is there any way to get 3i of one key type? Damn, we can't bring any keys indoors outside of this place. Too bad. I always forget my keys. That would be nice to have that. Yeah, this is all 1i or yeah, something else. Here, this could be something, potentially. But then also, there's actually no way to salvage anything other than one of these 4, I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not possible. So, let's grab that idea. Let's see, is there anything with 3i in this stage? There is something with 3, but there's not something with I. Is there something with 3i in this stage? Well, there is 137i, but as I said, you know, the problem with salvaging it, and the problem with that it ends up at the top right of the map, the problem that it's also just... yeah. I'm gonna get negative some amount then, so that's not what I want. There's no salvages in this one, right? Yeah, no. And then this also has no salvages. Oh no, wait, it does. What am I talking about? Maybe this is what I need. Maybe just any one of these, really. Good work. Okay, so this definitely has some promise to it, I think. But we'll look at that next time. I think that was a good point to actually end. So... Alright. Those are my final notes for today, and I will now try to raid someone. Let's see who's live. I know the stream was a bit of a different one. We did some more basic levels, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Let's see. Sobe Bird is live. Okay, unfortunately, Jake seems to have ended Steam. Okay, I just tuned into Sobe Bird's stream and it was just kind of probably out of context, but very weird, so not raiding them. Who else can I raid? I think I'ma just you know, if you have any suggestions for who I can raid, let me know, because I actually don't know. I could just raid a random person on my follow list, but it would be someone that I've never watched before, basically. So it would be weird. If there's no suggestions, I'm just not raiding anyone, I think. Okay. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but at the start of the stream I did say, like, it's a week until my exams end. So next week, like, there's not going to be a stream on Saturday, there's not going to be a stream on Sunday. And that's because my exams end the Monday after, so I was like, okay, I can just wait until my exams are over and then do a larger stream, this post-exam celebration stream. I'm gonna make a poll for that in the Discord, where you can choose what games I do, or what games I'm gonna play. Yeah, I do this basically every time my exam periods end, and it's always fun, so... yeah, but yeah, the next time you'll see me will be that stream probably, except if I do a smaller stream in between or something. Yeah, if there's no suggestions for raids, I think I'm just gonna end stream. So, have a nice day, keeping mad, lads, and think about locks. Yeah,